Okay, that about looks right. Okay, we're over at the other table. I'm still setting up, so bear with me here. You see the desk. Here's the table. I got, well, let's see, there's a scale down here. Where I don't know what that is. Let's see, there's a paper cutter. I cut those little slips up. There's stacks of cups for sorting pennies, right? There's, of course, pennies everywhere. Stacks of pennies, boxes of pennies. What's this? I don't know what that is. A bunch of these have pennies and spiders in them. We don't know what this stuff is. All right, there's a plastic wrap. I use that for packing big stuff. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Oh, yeah, plastic wrap's pretty darn handy stuff. Let me tell you. But I gotta make some space here, because damn. I don't know what this is. Anybody know what this is? It's a jar of pennies. What's in there? I got no idea at all. I got cardboard. I need to, here's all the little scraps from all the stuff here. Yeah, you put a piece of cardboard in your packages and it gives it a lot of armor. Makes them better. All right, let's see. Cutters, pens. I probably threw these. All right, let's see what we got. What are these? There's a roll of, what is that? I don't know. 2005 DDRs. Yeah, Frank would want those. I'll drop it in here. There, we got a space. And we got this grungy ass towel. I don't know if you can see that. That's just grunge. So try to keep a clean towel handy. That can go. Maybe we get a mouse. I'll put down a clean rag. Get rid of this out of my fingers here. Because what do we got? What do we got planned for today? Nothing really. But anybody know what the heck this stuff? What's up? There's more. All right. Then the computer itself, of course, is actually sitting on. Well, I got that up here on more coins. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. It really is an issue. Okay, let's set that up here. All right, let's get some stuff going here. Don't need that. Okay, I need coffee. Yeah. Yeah. All right, are we there? Oh, look at this. Here's what it looks like under the table. Yeah, there's enough coins on the floor here to buy a new truck. I swear it. All right, let's try to get into the corner here. Get set up. Move this computer closer so I can see what people are saying or doing. That's a card I put the pennies on. Here's some pennies. Good stuff here. Did you see the problem with this house? Oh, I don't have a light over here. No problem. Here, let me show you this. This is a neat thing. I'm going to take the camera off. I got these tree frogs. They jump all over the windows. Yeah. So you hear this little tap, tap, scrape, scrape. It's these tree frogs on the windows. Well, they like the light. The light draws the bugs. Tree frogs eat bugs. So it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet out there. Okay, that's gonna have to do. Let's open this up. Hey, I got a sack of wheats for me this time, but some people already want some, so I'll have to count some out. See if we can get that cut. Boy, that's a hard one today, huh? Scissors. I'll be back. Everything's at the other desk. Ow! I can't get to that one. There, lamp. What's this? Here's some pocket change I gotta look through. Oh, it's on the desk. Oh, that's bright. Okay, I got a lamp. Oh, I gotta plug in the computer. Or it's gonna be a short show. Can you hear me now? Okay, let's see. This Paula. This Kookaburra. Movie time. Take it easy. Shay Groovy. Steve Garrett's here. Good. Everybody's here. 23 people watching. It's Saturday night. And we're coin people, so that's okay, man. All right, that's the trash pile. Done with those. Oops. And we got 5,000 wheat pennies to play with. Now, if that's not a good Saturday night, I don't know what is. Oh, Jesus. All right. Audio's good. Good. Matthew's here. He just got his big show package. What does 5,000 wheat pennies look like? Whoop. What does 4,999 wheat pennies look like? That's my kind of Saturday night. That's what it looks like. It's got height. It's got breadth, width, everything. I was just about to go bowling till I got a notification. I was going to go bowling, but Ken Peavy was on. There's that. Got my Paula shirt on. Okay, that's as much as you're going to see. Coffee. Oh, that one looks neat. Oh, this is handy. How do you see through these? This is what the world looks like to me. Okay. Where do you start? You start right here with this one. What's going on with that one? Well, let's take a look. I got some muddy discoloration on a 1946. Copy needs a home. And there's a mouse here. All right, I'm right-handed, so I probably should plug the mouse in on that side. There. Yeah, you got to tear the place up every now and again. What's going on here? Funky colors across the whole thing. That's a fingerprint for sure. We got some crud down here. I'm thinking it's a fountain coin is what I think. You get these coins all kinds of different colors. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you go. What? I mean, just frigged up. Looks like tie-dye. Has anyone heard from Lemonhead? I'm sure he's up to no good. There you go. A lot of times what makes the colors on your coins so vivid is being thrown in a fountain. Stop sticking to me. But they don't do anything for the value of the coin. They do make them interesting to look at. Was it painted? No. Might be a bit woody, though. It's got crud on it. It's woody. It's fingerprinted. Got a big stain on them. Back like that looks like it's been exposed to something. So, just the color there. I'm thinking, yeah, probably a fountain coin. We'll stick it up here in a pile. Okay, we can get a cup actually and keep the funny ones out. I was using that for copper at one point. Or I was using it for something dated with a 9 on the end. That could have been 90s. Might have been a 7 before that. I don't know. These cups are cheap. You know, $3 you get 50 of them. And you can sort your coins real good. Can you swim in there? You can. You can. That's the front stroke. That's the breast stroke. That's the back stroke. Okay, what happened to Harold? He won my giveaway. He's nowhere to be found. Should I redraw? Well, call him. You know, he's probably got an email address there somewhere. It's Harold Gagnon at haroldgagnon.com or something. Got to run to the market. Don't go anywhere. Okay, get some bacon. Yeah. Let's see. I think we're okay here. Boy, that light is just awful. I usually have the computer right here in front of me. Now it's over to the other side. All right, we're going to go through a bunch of pennies here. Here's a piece of the bag it was in. All right, put that in the trash pile. You got a little bit of everything in here. You're going to have some that are kind of shiny. You're going to have, here's one that's a bit worn. Okay, what is that? Where's my card? And you can pick out the shiny ones. They're easy to get. You know, the really grungy ones, they're easy to pick out. Just throw them off to the side. Yeah, that looks like it's a bit better. We'll take a look at those real quick. These are fun to go through. Just a big pile of weights. Where's the scope? 1940. That's the better looking one. Looks like I have a pretty small lamination across it. And the other one is pretty worn. Nothing left of that. Is a 56D. Is that RPM? We'll look at that later. There you go. I better pick those out. So what do? Is there a process, a method? How do you sort all these things? Really, the cups work great, right? You get your stuff that you pick out. This is, I don't know what this is. Why would I pick these out? Okay, this is from the last couple boxes of memorial cents that I had gone through right here. And you pick them out. Let's see, there's the scope. And let me raise that up. And see what kind of things do I pick out when I go through rolls of pennies. Okay, I'm going to pull out the wheat pennies. Okay, we'll throw that in this pile because that'll help get it to where it needs to be. Then you pull out more wheat pennies. More wheat pennies. That's another wheat. This is picked out from rolls. What's that first one? 58. 58 and 44. Man, there's tons of them. 44. This is, yeah. These are almost all wheat pennies. We can't see it. Let's see. These are almost all wheat pennies from rolls. That one is not a wheat penny from a roll, or is it? Oh, that's decent looking. Okay, we'll set that right here and have a look. Yeah, sometimes you find a little bit of everything. Here's one. This is not untypical. That's just beat up. Yeah, most of these are wheats. And this was, what's that one? I think that's buckshot on that one. All right. So those are your picks. That's what I picked out at memorial rolls, and that's all well and good. But this is what I picked out for the. This is what I picked out of the mail. How do you process so many damn pennies? Here's one. Well, you know, you can go through and just pick out the shiniest ones. They're going to be easy. It's the low-hanging fruit, right? Maybe the grungy ones, just toss those off to the side. It doesn't really matter. Should I include today's coin? Here. That's from what I got from the store. That's a fountain coin. Just crap on it. All right, throw that out. Okay, well, the nasty ones are easy. You don't need to give those much attention, and you'll find a lot of those compared to the shinier ones. You can just get those out of the way while you're kind of picking through. That one's kind of screwed up. I sent another package, all Big Show stuff. Man, the Big Show's working great. People are sending stuff in. We got another package from, let's see, Black Steel. That's his shirt over here, actually. Here, there's Black Steel shirt. I got it hanging. And some Canadians and a bunch of rolls and such. How goes it? Make it up as we go. I don't really have a plan for this, but what I would typically do if I was going through a roll of pennies, you know, a sack of pennies like this, you can pick out the crappy stuff while you kind of finger through. They're circulated. You're not going to screw them up touching them with your fingers, unless you got some nice BUs in there. But they're few and far between nowadays. Back in the day, the bags were wonderful. Just everything, every coin you'd pick out was gorgeous. Well, they're circulated nowadays. What's this one? That one, whoop, that looks to be cleaned. Okay, put that in the grungy pile. What's that one? That one looks to be weird. Throw it off. Okay, the grungy ones, the spotted ones, you can get those out of here real easy. And you'll find some better grades, some that have luster. And I tend to keep those out. So I'll start a pile up here, or maybe up there, because it's open, of stuff that I want to look at first, right? Spotty, get them gone. You can pick them up. There you go. And you get a general sort. Some people like to sample what's in there so they get an idea of, what's in the bag. But with 5,000 coins, you got to go through a lot of them to get an accurate sampling. That's a massive pile. Yeah, it is. I'm burying my finger in there. Did you see the height on it? That's 5,000 pennies. Let's try to get that down here. There you go. There's a table eye view. Bird's eye view. There's a hand. Yeah. Bunches of them. $50 worth of pennies. That's face value. Okay. But you get going. All right. You got to find, you get into a pattern. You get into a flow. You develop your own methods of doing this. What do you do? Do you get them all off the table and start over with a fresh table? Really, I'll have a, okay, that's my stuff I want to keep and look at. Right? I got a junky pile over here. And you'll get into it. Regular stuff that neither needs special attention and isn't cruddy. That is a good wood. Except for this big shadow under my finger. Okay, we'll have a look at that. That wants a little extra attention. You're going to have decent ones. 1949 XF. Let's see what we got up here. Okay, there's that shining one we picked out. Seems to have something in front of his nose. Something going on under his chin. Don't know where it came from. There's this one. Yeah, you're going to get these. That came out of those memorials. Ruined. And you get this one, which is a 1949. Okay. It's not a 56D. And it's in pretty decent shape. And all this stuff you can get in pocket change. But that one's kind of gone. And this one, although it's in great shape, I've got better. But, you know, I've kind of been into it for a while. Got a second scope. Same one. I'm just over here at the table instead of over there at the desk. There you go. The desk is way over there. There's that awful ceiling fan, the shelves, the other table. And the desk is behind that wall, straight behind the computer. Yeah. Let's see if I can raise that anymore. That'll be good enough. Oh, but it's a lot of fun because, well, you just have the overwhelmingness. The overwhelmingness? Kind of like there's so many coins. What do you do with them all? Well, you just pick through them one at a time. That's how it's done. I mean, you can't really look at 20 at a time, so you pick one at a time. There's a 1941 with some wood on it. What do you got here? It's a 1940D. Okay, it's kind of worn, but there's nothing special about it. Oh, it's a 41. And those, you want to check them, you know, get a look for wood real quick because that's a common year for it. Here's one that's kind of dark. It's a 1953D. Doesn't stand out, but I might want to look at that for RPMs. 1947, decent shape. Okay. So you can go through one time and get sorted what you need to sort. Here's a 56D with some luster on it. All right, put that in the picks. Dive it in what, like Scrooge McDuck. That's what you do. Here's a 53D, unremarkable. What do you got here? 1948. Probably VF. 1940. Probably a higher end VF. Yeah, 44 XF. What happened with the camera? All right, maybe I'm having some sort of computer trouble here. Wait one moment. Everything's plugged in. There it is. Okay. Well, you know, it's not a bad idea to pick out the best one of each date. But now I'd have to sort for each date. Now, do I set up 50 different cups so I can get, you know, every date, every mid-mark? Oh, Jesus, I'm losing some. That's going to start taking a huge amount of table space, and really, I've got that already covered. The table, I've got it already employed fully. But it wouldn't be hard to put together, you know, 50 cups. You line them right up, 10 across. Okay, I should be back. I paused it for a bit and restarted. I get a red line. I'm kind of far. I got it disconnected from the router, so I'm actually using it on Wi-Fi right now. That might give us some slow up. Okay, well, you need 50 darn cups. You got P, D, and S for the 40s. You got P, D, and S for, well, most of the 50s. So I'd have 10 rows across. That's a lot of cups. You know, 3 minutes. Jesus, really? Does that make sense? There's another way to do it. R. That's where these things come in. Okay. 19. Where are you here? This one's already been marked. This guy had it in 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. This is those nickel tubes I picked up. It was like, you know, 18 bucks or something. Just a whole bunch of nickel tubes. Well, if you did that, you could easily fit a lot of stuff in a small amount of space and sort the pennies as you go. You get too darn many, you know, you fill the tube. That's no problem. You just grab a Ziploc bag and get them out of the way. Here's 1953S. And they've been sitting here for God knows how long. I'll have a check mark in it if I've gone through them. I haven't gone through these. So, geez, are there RPMs in there to be found? Maybe. I'll put that back over here in my 50s bag box. Tell them what. Get off the internet! Can't you? I'm streaming here. Okay. Well, depending on how many coins you have to sort, or how much space you have, or how much money, are you gonna go spend 20 bucks just to sort the darn things? You can spend $3 you know, and do it this way. If you don't want to spend anything, just do it in 10 piles. You might need a little more space. Ziploc bags are real handy, man. Here we go. If you empty them, that's no problem. Just save them, use them again. So I got a whole bag. You know, I got a box down here. It's just used bags. Needs a new blow-up valve. With the doll? The wife. Yeah, I got a patch kit just in case. That was kosher, right? It's after midnight. Bring me a sandwich. There we go. All right. Sorting is the first way to get these organized, but it takes time to sort 5,000. But it would take me, you know, a week to sort these if I'm doing it at my regular rate. But you can just play with them. It's not a problem. How much? You in a hurry? Man, there's plenty of stuff to find in here. Now these have been checked for dates, guaranteed, right? Guaranteed. Here's a 1949D, but they haven't necessarily been checked for die varieties. So there's still plenty of opportunity in these sacks of wheats. What you got here? 1949D. 49 was a pretty quiet year. You got some, oh, you see the T in trust? You get the horns. That's die wear. If you're in that big a hurry, get one of them Newman machines. Tim would love to talk to you about that. There you go. A lot of die wear on that one. Anything else going on? What you got over here? The D looks right. That's the T. And the R has a little horn. Okay, old strike, old die. Yeah, that's running right into the rim on that. That's well worn out die. See anything else on it? Okay, not a whole lot going on here. What's that mark? It's a scrape. Okay, so you got everything in here. There's some better grades. There's some tore up, some tired, some worn. But there's always something to see in these. We have not yet gone through a bag of 5,000 and not found some. Now people have been ordering, you know, 1,000 at a time. That's no. Here we go. Here's a sack that hasn't been delivered yet, and we go through these, and we always find something. What was this one? Oh, here's an RPM we had found for somebody. Nope, I grabbed the wrong one. I don't know what that one is. There, and we just mark it as RPM. Kind of neat. And we've not yet failed to find something in just about every package going out. There, let me set that back up here. There, but you need a good solid table at least. This one's about this thick, solid pine. I had to have it. What you got here? All right. Banged up the camera there. There we go. We got some luster on that one. And it's a 56D. All right. So do you pick this out or do you search it immediately? Well, if you want to search it one at a time, that's fine. 56D. How's that D look? We better get in there and look at that. Anything on Liberty? No. Fingerprint on it. No doubled eyelid. Trust looks right. Well, if you're going to go through and check every darn penny, it's going to take you a couple of months. It takes me, yeah, a couple of months easy. There we go. Now, I've been doing some streams late at night, just picking through wheats. Same source as these. And we find them, but geez, it takes several shows to get through 1,000. That sack of 1,000 that I got for myself, I'm still not done with those. Oh, David's here, his ricer. Did you see what we're doing? We got a sack of pennies. All wheats. And we're just going to play with them for a little while. That's part of the fun. I mean, you don't really have an objective. You just do whatever it is you're doing. You know, you can look them over, pick one up, you look at it, and you will find some neat things here and there. What's going on with that one? Discolored. Pretty good shape. Ooh, let me pull these off. Another one hits the ground. They stick to your elbows and you move and they hit the ground. Okay, what's this one? I got a lot of luster on the back. It's kind of gruddy. Got some grunge on it. that has some brightness. Oh, that's a shame. What is that? Tar? Sugar? Nobody knows what that is. Good sharp wheats. It's a 1940. And it's AU, but got some crud on it. Okay, we'll put that in the, with the crud, I'll put it in the no keep it pile. Well, you can set up a scope or a microscope, or you can just go with, you know, a loop. There goes another one. This is how I get so many pennies on the floor. I need it. Was that a dime? No, no. Oh, look. Move over. Oh, we're going to steal in this batch. Good. Well, you can still get some steals. It's got a little bit of rust in front of his head beside the 3. Okay, a little bit on the back. Pretty good shape, though. A lot of people don't even have a steal. I'll tell you what, let's put that in the big show for tomorrow. Just make sure somebody gets a steal. Person should have one. They're neat. The dog will get it. Good Lord, look at this. Yeah, they're a heck with it. If I keep moving this camera, I'm going to break it. Get that set up. All right. There's different ways to go. Do you bother to sort them? Sometimes it makes sense. If I want to get all the, you know, 1950s all together, all the 1946s all together. Does it look like blood? What, on the war penny? No, that looks like rust. Little tick at the top. Anything on the 3? 3 looks pretty normal. Yeah, there it is. Or you can go through one coin at a time, in which case you don't really need to dump them out on the table. You can keep them in their container. There's black steel. We were just talking about you. Look, we got your shirt hanging over here, which we can't see that. Home. Okay, there it is. On the other side of the cups. That's a coin T-shirt. You can see the coins on it. All right. Well, depending what your objective is, if you just want to, geez, the kids would like it, something like this, because they don't typically have a plan. And just go through one at a time. Here's a nice wood on a 1940, right? And you'll find stuff and, dude, just have fun with it. That is kind of the whole point. You don't have to have a method or a plan or a goal or an objective. Just see what you can find. That's that wood we just found. It's better on the back. I'm back. Did you miss me? You were gone? There we go. Let's see if we can get the color on that. That's kind of tricky to do here. Let me tell you. I'm leaning over a sack of wheats. I'm trying to balance the camera on top of the laptop, which is sitting on top of boxes of tubes. There we go. Oop. Yeah. And every time I stick my elbow on the table, I knock some off on the floor. That's a neat one. Okay, we'll keep that one. And we'll keep that one. What was this one? But it's the thrill of the hunt, more than anything else. 1948, decent shape. Okay, that'll look good in one of them folders over there. It's the thrill of what is in there and finding out what's in there. It takes a while because with 5,000 pennies on the table, there could be just about anything in there. What do you got here? Here's a 1942. Decent. Okay, get a little wear over there in the 2. Probably some die wear up here in trust. Not particularly evident. That's probably very fine. A little scratch on it. It's got that peanut looking skin. You seen the peanuts? They got the red skin on them. That's kind of like what we have here. If we can see that. And you'll find these. It's just toning is all it is. So I'll put that in the regular pile. What's that one? Another 42. A 45. 52D. Geez, do you stop and check every mint mark? Because half of these are probably going to have a mint mark on them. If I can make this, give me 3 inches of cord on this mouse. Scope. All right, I don't see anything right offhand. It gives me pause. But I want to look at that top serif right now. Now Mantic just had a coin and had a mid-market, kind of looked like it was repunched. But to determine that, you got to get in and look at the one side of one serif, and boy, it's tough to show those images because you got limits on the ability of these scopes, but they've come a long way. Okay, what do you see here? Hard to find it. There it is. Okay, well, maybe. Huh. The bottom serif looks like it may be twisted just a bit, and the top one may be a split. Where'd that loop go? Here it is. That's why you got to have this thing. Man, a good light source. I'm too excited. I'll just put that in the check it later. Okay, what do you got to have when you do this sort of thing? You're doing a whole bunch of pennies. Really, we got a towel. That's probably the best thing because, well, it's a good pine table. I mean, it's a peach, right? It's a solid pine, and it's that thick. That's the bottom. Oop. So it almost rigged up the table. And these things are filthy, really. You see what it looks like under that towel. So you put down a towel because it gives you some padding, right? I got a clean white cloth here. You know, you can always launder the towel. I change it regularly, but probably not as regularly as I should, right? A good light source. Hello. Well, let me put my mouth over this. There you go. And enough space to do your thing. And 3 to 4 feet wide is probably, a good start. Dozens of feet is even better, but a good sized table, 3 feet, 4 feet. They got 4-footers out there. You can get just a 4-foot table, 2 foot long. I think they're $40. They fold up. They're pretty handy. Company comes over, you shove everything into a bucket, throw that in the oven, and put it away the table. You go back to doing your thing. Here's one. It's got some pretty luster to it. What's the other side? Oh, it's a 1940. It's gone. There it is. So you get some stuff that you want to look at later. So this stuff you'll find you want to look at right now. Let's see what we got. Well, you don't have to have the computer close, although it's handy. A lot of people just grab that cell phone. You get all kinds of data on there. Can I send you a package for the seminar weekend giveaway? Absolutely. Yeah, we had several things in last week's seminar weekend package. We pitched in. I got a big thing, and we've been talking about that. I may have found a suitable big thing, and we'll see. We'll play it by ear. But we got the seminar weekend coming up in a month, and it's time we started everybody getting to talking about that, coming up with plans. That's a pretty decent 1940 AU. Wonderful toning, good luster still remaining. But it's well toned. Look at that at the back here. Yeah, solid wheats. Geez, if you just upgrade, take the best one you have, and when you get another one, compare it to what you already have. But if it's better, keep it, right? Then what do you do with the second one? Get rid of it. That's every bit of AU. Yeah, we're going to find a little bit of wear on his. I don't have a stick over here. Okay, I'll use this. Okay, we got a little bit of wear here along the vest. You'll find some on his cheek right there, right above the ear. And I'll wiggle that around. You can see he's got a little scrape on his head. That's doing it no favors, but the rest of it looks pretty good. There's a contact mark here. There's some grime. If I touch that with this piece of cardboard, you'll see marks left in that grime. I betcha. That's just a thin, that's just a thin coating. There it is. It kind of wipes off. That's grease from people's hands and dust and everything else. Ken is lost without his stick. Man, I got sticks everywhere, except on this table. I got a pen. All right, what do you got here? These are in beautiful shape. Hardly anything on those at all. right? The rim is a good indicator of the grade, right? Because the rim is going to take more contact, more thumping, more injury than the whole rest of the coin. So if your rim is sound, you probably have a, XF or better. Okay, get a little bit of a tap right here. There's a little tap over there. Okay, it's been spent a few times, but this one had a pretty good life for the past 78 years ago. Really? Wow. I started in 1977, and in 1977, a 78-year-old coin was 1899. Okay, I can see why the kids would like these. All right, we'll put that in the better cup. But a lot of people have the same sort of thing on their workstations. They're going to have coins, piles of coins, right? They'll have some containers, be it cups or, or medicine bottles or Ziploc bags. Here's a bunch of lands. Oh, cans. That's a bunch of Canadians, right? A lot of times they'll have something to write with or take notes. Some reference material, be it a computer or a cell phone or an iPad or whatever electronic device, or just, geez, what's wrong with books? Nothing. Some padding below always works. A good, stout, bright light that you can bring in. These are probably the best lights out there. I think they're what, 14 bucks at Walmart? SJ has one just like it, right? There we go. But small tools that you're going to work with, be it a pen or a pointer, a little, those USB microscopes, or there, the loop, the king of tools. Don't go anywhere without it. There's probably two more on this table. Dude, they're everywhere around here. And then you got your, your comfort stuff, coffee, right? Cheese puffs, something to wipe your fingers on after eating all those cheese puffs. There you go. Or blow your nose on it, whatever. Coffee. Maybe you got music in the background. Dude, whatever you like. Holders for coins, cups, tubes, everything kind of handy and close. So you're able to set up effectively a workstation. What's this one? That's got some luster to it. A little less now that I'm fingering it up. That's a 1957D. Okay. I get plenty of those. What do you got here? 1958D. 1940 something. I can't see it. Oh, James has that big, you clamp it on it. It's got a stand, or you clamp it on. It's a microscope. This big magnifying glass. 1941, no wood on it. See anything funny about that? I don't see it. Okay, set that aside. But you find a lot of people, their workstations are very similar in the regards of the types of things they have available and at the ready. That's just filthy. I'll put that in the crud pile. So, well, here's a challenge. Show us your workstation, because everybody's got a different one. It's kind of neat when you say, oh, look, he's got, that big magnifying glass on a stand. That could be pretty darn handy, especially for my situation, because I can't see a darn thing. Come on. I don't see stuff on the microscope. 1950. That's probably XF. And that's kind of standard run-of-the-mill XF. Got some doo-doo on it. A few contact marks. Fairly unremarkable. All right. It doesn't matter if you've been doing this for, 2 weeks or 2 decades. It's always fun to go through a sack of pennies. Linda would love to take the picture. There you go. You got your feet up on the desk. It's okay with me. This is just filthy. All right, put that in the crud pile. Some of these cruddies are so bad, I'll put them back into circulation. Here, what? This. Is this worth keeping? Is this something I would want to give away? It's been run over by a truck. Those are train tracks. This has no numismatic value. If I give it away, people would think badly of me. Look what he's giving away. It's crud. Well, some people don't have crud. They're going to be jealous of mine. But something like that, you put just, go to the store and spend it. Drop it in the bag. because that crud coin right there that you're looking at might be enough. Some, 10-year-old is going to pull that out and say, oh man, I got a wheat cent. Because it doesn't matter about the dings and the dangs and the dung. What is that doo-doo right there? Boy, oh man, this is just ruined. That's a lawnmower coin or something. What matters to them is they got a 1958. They got 7 wheats now. Now they're up to 10 wheats. And that's what makes a collector. You get more collectors born out of wheat pennies than anything else. Right? Because really, not that many grandparents are going to give you, 1978 or an 1878 with, 8 tail feathers and MS60 proof like. Yeah, wheat pennies, it's a start. Everybody gets started. Not everybody, but a lot of people get started on the basics right there. A 1958 penny, even if it's got a hole in it, they don't care because it's a start. And by God, it's exciting. Remember when you were new at collecting? My desk is either side of my recliner. It's all I can sit in anymore. I got rid of the couch. It had to go. It got to that point of, oh, it's just, no, it's out of here. When you get the smelly couch, it's time for that thing to retire. Good Lord. Yeah, I was moving from that house to this house, and it was time to haul the couch. And I got to dragging it, got a sniff of it, and I just kept dragging it to the curb. Yep. And I sat there, and the city didn't come and pick it up. I said, what the hell? Why didn't you pick up the couch? Well, they don't pick up couches, first off. Thing was open there for 2 weeks. So finally, I got a piece of cardboard and put a sign on it. Free. And it sat right there. What the hell is this? I can't give it away. So I did another sign that says $20. It was gone the next day. Somebody got that in the middle of the night. There's a 56D. I mean, what kid wouldn't want this? If that's their first 56D, you get these old things, and they look like this one. Okay, it's a fine penny, right? I mean, it's a 1940. Kids are excited. It's 78 years old. You don't know it's got die wear. Okay, that's brown. But you get the wheat lines, all the details. And then they get one that's got luster on it. Dude, that's like gold right there. Look how shiny my penny is. And it may be a while before they get a better one, where you get full luster on there. But that's okay. They're going to be all over it. Everybody has a level they're at. Some people are, just putting together their first set of wheats from 1940 to 1958. And that's okay, man. It's a start. You're ahead of the guy who's got one coin. It's 1973. It's got a hole in it. But you start somewhere. And even if you get to the point you're handling, big coins, big dollar coins, great shape, really old, kind of rare, there's still nothing wrong with going through just a big sack of pennies one at a time. That's the hobby. I'm not buying anything else for the house until my grown kids get out. I figured to pay off the house and then get furniture. Well, now I got the house paid off, and I like spending my money on coins instead. There's a 1941. Got some wood, but got some marks above the date there. That's no problem. That's a good learning tool right there. Good wood. See how it's cross-hatched? Okay, that goes in the good cup. It's the thrill of the hunt. Gosh, it's stuff you can find in here. Paula found a nice one not too long ago. A really, really nice one she didn't have yet. 1946, pretty common. But you'll find stuff in every bag. Even if just a minor RPM. 1952 D is a good one. Frank was talking about this. You got one that's got a flying D. And there it really needs a die chip on the left side of the D. Am I pointing that? No, it's on that side of the D. This one does not have it. Where are you? That looks pretty normal right there. A little squished. I hope she doesn't try to clean it. Oh no, she's much brighter than that. We trained her up. Man, that's one thing I really appreciate about the chat in this channel. and some of these other channels, you don't get, you know, I found a 1973 penny. What's it worth? People are, oh man, they're a level above. We get collectors on this channel. Oh yeah, the Flying D. Those are neat. Yeah, get one of those. We're getting collectors who are, you know, experienced. They've been around a little bit. Sure, some people are still working on their first set of wheats. That's understandable. Honestly, um, I think a collection of wheats, a full set, 1909 through whatever year it is, every date mint mark. You don't have to worry about the oh, 1955. You don't have to worry about the double dice. You don't have to worry about oh, the missing D's. Just get one of them. You're going to have what, two, three, maybe four that are going to be a challenge. But you can put together a full set of wheats. Need about 300 of them, by God. This one's, what's this one? Okay, this one gets spent. That's a beater. That's too bad. Well, some kid's going to get a 1946 penny in his pocket change. You can do it, and there's a feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment, strong sense of accomplishment when you put together that first complete set of wheats or Lincolns or Jefferson nickels, whatever. Pick one. Right? Just do Roosevelt dimes. Ooh, do just the state quarters. You need 112 of them. The P and the D, and that's going to be tough. But you can do it in a few weeks. It'll cost you 25, 30 bucks, you know, for the coins. But you got one thing done. Die chip in the 4, says Cindy. I think we got an example of crud in the 4 and 5. Now this is unremarkable. It's got a doodle on it. Let's look at that 4. Yeah, it's kind of filled with vomit. That's a doo-doo date. You get those. I found a 73 penny. Is it worth a ton of money? It's worth $16,000, just like David Carlisle says, man. Dude, they're out there. It's so handy. You get to talk in these groups and you realize a lot of these people, yeah, they know what the heck's going on. They're a little more informed. They're not, you know, spitting stuff out. I have a penny with a date on it. Is that special? No, man. Is this a double die? No, man. What's MD? What? So we're getting a better caliber of folks, more trained up. So now you have the hobbies coalescing in these groups, in these, you know, in these chat sections. People are coming together and they're able to talk about certain things, like, say, a die chip in the 4. Anybody knows what the heck they're talking about. And those that don't, they're going to learn real quick because they're surrounding themselves with people who have experience. And that's how people learn, right? You take the 3 horses, one's new, you put the new one between the 2 old horses, and you can plow that field right now because the old horses are going to teach the new horse. He's going to imitate their behavior. And you get the same thing with people. That's how we have learned for tens of thousands of years. Well, that's not too bad. That's a decent shape. That's a higher end XF for a 1944. CJ says, I have this thing. It's gray and has a hole in the middle with Florida on the top. Is it valuable? I think you're talking about a zipper, right? It says Florida. You zip up your, is that what it is? Is it round? It's gray, has a hole in the middle, Florida to the top. It's an insert for a 2x2 acrylic holder designed to hold a state quarter. That's what it is. Okay, that one's decent. Yeah, you get these folks, they find something, and the first thing they do, I found a coin. I have to take a picture of this and put it online so everybody can see right now. Look, I got no problem with pride and joy. You found something, you think it's going to be incredible, and I hate to break it to you. Really, I hate to rain in your parade. Chances are it's not that valuable. But you know, some stuff out there is. You feed us every day with knowledge, Ken. We're getting sharper. Well, all right. We'll get that head of yours shaped like Bert. Yeah, Ernie and Bert. I always said, why does Bert have such a pointy head? Because he's sharp. That's what it is. It's late, Shelley. Yeah, we swear all the time. We're all very naughty at night. Yeah. 56D. Nothing going on there. Little scrape up there. Do you have any shield nickels? Maybe. Maybe. They might be on that other desk. It's reached the point where I just said, the heck with it. I'm going to let it, you know, let it fester for a few days. And I moved over to this table. Maybe. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I know I've got at least one. I'll have to hunt that down. It's a good one too. Dude, it's freaking gorgeous. Wait till you see it. Yeah, this is the right place. This is where the cursing and drinking and carrying on goes on. All right. Yep. I mean, how did you get started? When you got started, huh? I think I threw up a little in my mouth on that one. How did you get started with coins and getting coins and finding coins that are worth keeping and are have a little more value? And how did you learn which ones to keep and which ones have more value? Most of these coin collecting people that are been doing it for more than say 5 years did not get their information from video chatting or Facebook groups. Most of them figured it out on their own, reading books, reading magazines, doing the research, going down to the library, going down to the coin shop and talking to the guy and said, what do you think? And he'll give you the straight poop. I think this is, get out of my shop. Don't come back. Huh. What's that on his forehead? A gouge. What I hate to take it away and then I throw it. And I think they hear it land. And then say, was that an RPM? I can't, what? It's gone. It's lost. Well, now we have such a powerful tool at our fingertips, right? This video streaming thing. A hugely powerful tool. And you get some fantastic information from some of these channels. Black Steel. CJ. CJ has like what? 253 subscribers, and it's one of the most informative shows out there. If you want to learn coin collecting, subscribe to CJ right now. There's CJ's Coins and Crafts. Where's the screen? Here he is, right up here. This is CJ, and it's like not an apostrophe. But get over there and check him out. Right, here's Blues. A Coin Dragon. He's kind of a goof, but his information's sound. I lost my place here. Scope, there. And you can learn so much in such a short time. Dude, it was 1984 before I ever heard the term repunched mint mark. And I'm thinking, what? You mean I got to go through all those things again? And I can't see anything because I don't have a loop? Huh. Well, okay, I saved my paper route money. I went downtown and got me a loop. It was like, $6, and that was a crime back then. And I went through every damn penny again, and I found some things that were neat. So, geez, that's neat. It's a 1956D, but it looks like there's a flagpole and a flag sticking out the top of the mint mark. What the heck's this? Well, we had a coin show every 3 months down in Winterport. So I had to wait for it. Then I had to get a ride to it. Right, sometimes I couldn't get a ride. Dad's working, he's got the car. All right. Well, by 1982, my sister by then had a car. Sometimes she wasn't working, but she had a kid by then, so she was usually home. So, Grud, can I get a ride? You want to go to Winterport? Okay. Well, she was always supportive. That's good of her. She's like, what is she now? What year is this? Oh my God, she turns 60 next year. I'm gonna have to make fun of her. Yeah, we're going on a boat ride soon. All the kids. That's all we got left. We're gonna go have some fun. Okay, but there's the 1950-60. You had this flagpole sticking out. I gotta get this, put it in front of somebody who I can talk to, because the guy downtown, he's just an old grump. I'm busy. All right, buddy. I'll come back never. I'll go take my business elsewhere. And I did. But we kept trying. But I found out at the coin show, there was this one guy who would answer your questions about a coin, and he could take a loop and look at your coin right there, right? And he's more than happy to explain what's going on. So if I, wait 3 months and I can get a ride, I can go down, and if he's there, I get a chance to talk to him. I'd see him about twice a year. I'd be bringing, this suitcase of coins, just dragging this thing in. Can you look at some of these? He says, I'll look at 4 of them. Okay, I got this one. What is it? Okay, that is a repunched mint mark. And you'll find it in Breen as number, 2185 or whatever the heck it is. What's Breen? Okay, here's another door of wisdom opening up. Oh, they got it at the library. Okay, there's one coin book about this new thing called RPMs that I'd never heard about. It's at the library. It's $100 first off. Well, you can't get the darn things. But if you go down the library, well, when somebody checks it back in, maybe you can get it. 6 people have it reserved. How can I get that book? Oh, you just have to put it on the reserve list. Okay. You get a slip of paper and they put it somewhere so they know. 4 months later, oh good, I got the book. And it's like, joy. It's like opening up Tutankhamun's coffin and saying, look, it's wonderful things in there. What's on top of his head? And you get into a new area that you haven't experienced before, and it's been spelled out and figured out, and people have done that work and study and research and classified all this stuff, and they're telling you what's out there. This is a lamination error. Oh, I gotta get that dime, by the way. Let me get that. Okay, this is screwed up here, but that's a lamb on that. And that's an alloy mix. There you go. I do this every single time because we still have new people coming in. They don't know what a lamination is. It's an alloy mix where the different metals will go into it, because in 1945 they were probably still using some shell casing metal. All right, so you get contaminants on there. Although when they remelt the copper, it should pretty much ignite, like if it's a propellant, for example. And it doesn't bond properly. So when they roll out the copper ingot, these little separations, it kind of peels up. It looks a lot better in real life, this thing. That's green dye. Yeah, it's my pointer. And that's a lamination. And if they're, big, they can draw a substantial premium. We'll set off to the side. What you got here? Kind of a funky color on it. You're light, you're dark, you're splotchy. I think that's one of those water fountain coins. Yeah, somebody made a wish on that one. Put that in the unremarkable pile. But now we got so many people who are in close contact, and it's a growing community too, which is the best part. Dude, we're just touching the surface here. It has barely begun. You get some of these other channels, they got thousands of subscribers. I mean, tens of thousands of subscribers. But a lot of them, they want to know, I got this coin, what's it worth? Where can I get my money? How do I sell it and get my money? Do you want to buy it? There you go. You got a die break over here. Is that touching the rim? Maybe. See, the loop is going to pick up what I can't see on this camera. Where's that loop? So I want the bright light so I can get in. I can't see with those things anymore. And you see how I move it around while I'm looking? Because I want to constantly, change the way the light hits that coin. Move my head around, and I can better see things. Give it a lick. Okay, what you got here is a die break. Okay, is a die chip or die break? Well, a die chip is less than 4 square millimeters, right? A die break is 4 millimeters in area or more. And that's, that's probably like 2. Okay. But they call that one bugs in the wheat because, the bugs get in the wheat and they eat the wheat. Okay. I keep stuff like that. Bright light. But just by hanging around these channels, yeah, we're small channels a lot of times. I've got, I don't know, I'm coming up on 1800. And that's beginning to be a bigger channel. Right? Lincoln's got, I don't know, what do you got, 15, 16, 18? SJ's got 2,500. Cindy, how many you got? 300, 400? Geez, if we can get these channels to be bigger, to get more exposure, and if they get more exposure, more people will watch, more people will learn, the hobby will grow. Does any of that make sense? What you got here? I'm going to wipe that with my finger because it's the only thing I have available. Nothing. Okay, standard. 57D, anything over here? Was you serious about putting a drop of oil on the stand? I'm going to point real sharp here. Home. All right. One drop. One. Only one. Right there. Right? And you start at the top because it's going to keep on dripping. Right? If you put on 2 drops of oil right in there, you're going to be wiping up oil for a month around here. 1 drop, no more. And it's going to help you be able to slide this up and down just a bit. 1 drop. 2 is too many. And if you do 2, you're going to say, damn it, he said 1. I should have listened. Why didn't I listen? 1 drop and only 1 drop. What you're doing is lubricating these, the little, what do you call them? Rack and pinion. Right? And it's going to make it easier to move such that, you ready? You don't have to crank it all day. You can just go zoop and you're down the bottom. Or you can go zoop and it's back up to the top. Because if you want to crank that, dude, you'll be a week on that. 1 drop, right? And then, wipe off the excess. Move it up and down about 100 times and it'll get a little easier to work with. There's another screw that goes in the back. You can tighten that up. But no, you'll be up and down with this all the time. Now, if you put on too much oil and it gets around, you see the dust here on the back, that's what's going to happen. It's going to make it a little bit sticky, and it's going to collect more dust. Then that's one more thing. That's one more thing I'm never going to clean. All right, there it is. But you're going to get the oil is going to be, all over the place. All right, well, clean it up as best you can, as often as you like. These things are 15 bucks. One thing you want is that vertical stand. Oh man, that is so nice. There you go, just wipe it up. And then don't get that oil on your coins, because I ain't doing them any favors. There it is. They hold up pretty well. But 1 drop and only 1, no more. 2 drops and you'll be cursing. You'll be cursing like a well digger. Or a ditch digger or well digger? Which one curses more? Baby, you got a dust. Yep. They call me Dusty. Hey, Dusty. Shut up. What you got under here? Dusty's coins. Okay, 1951 with a ding on the side. I'll put him in the dung pile. Wow. People wonder what kind of things are there to learn about these coins? Dude, you can take this as far as you want to. What do you see on that? More bugs in the wheat. Right? If you just want to collect the dates and the mint marks, and just get the shiniest one you can find, there ain't nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing. Dude, it's a wonderful thing all by itself, but you can go so much deeper. Good Lord, how many wheat pennies are there? Hundreds. Thousands. You want one of each one, you're going to have a collection of 3, 4, 5,000 different wheat pennies. You want the memorials? You're going to have 3, 4, 5,000 of those. That's bugs in the wheat. You're going to have coins that nobody else has, because those bugs in the wheat, those die chips, they're not recorded. Right? If you just want the standard runs, the regular mint marks, the regular dates, and the heck with even inspecting for die varieties, it's still going to be, ooh, crud. It's still going to be hundreds. 1944, rotted. Bye-bye. And some of these things can get to be, pretty pricey. Let's see. You got the 1909S, the 31S, the 14D, and the 1999 SBDB. That's most of the value in a set of wheats. You can spend $2,000 on those. The rest of them, $100, and you'll probably have them all. Right? $200 or $300, you'll have a lot of them are going to be brilliant, uncirculated, and a lot of the rest are going to be pretty darn decent. I saw a buy. Well, it's okay. I'm going to go through these again. I can guarantee it one at a time. I don't know which one it was. Was it the 51? I can't see that. I know, I'm going to pile them over here. Now we're going to go through that whole pile again because somebody said, was that a buy? Yeah. Ooh, what was that? It went away. What's this one? Why does that one jump out? It's a 50D. Okay. Unremarkable. Now I'm going to have to pick up my unremarkable because it's just starting to take up more space in the table than I have space for. Okay. Well, there's more out there besides just the pennies. Good Lord, the pennies. That's a poor man's double die right there, which means nothing. Anything in his head? Nope. There's several dies that made these, and it's just an old die. It's just worn out. It's die wear. And sometimes they sell these things for $100. It's a crime. Okay, I can blow my nose. I get to talking here, and my nose gets to itching. Yeah, and it's all because my head resonates. See, if it came to a point, it wouldn't resonate quite so much, and my nose would be fine. I saw a buy. Hit the like. Oh, everybody hit the like before the 44. Dude, it's in the pile. It's lost. It's lost to time. Ken, do you sell wheats? I sell glorious wheats. What do you like? Let me know what you're looking for. Send me an email. Some of them I got easy to find. Some, they're in there somewhere. But man, the way I have this, I'm a little disorganized. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff here. Finding a particular coin at a particular date, that's tricky. So on Fridays, I get stuff and I line it up first. Oh, good. I can sell these because I know what it is, where it is. I check the date, check the grade, check varieties. It's ready. And make a show of it. It's got a rim rack. All right, where'd that towel go? Yeah. But I got more of these. Oh, and yeah, we got these, right? I haven't picked through this pile. I've gone through that. Let's see, where are you? Home. So we've gone through these, and we've gone through those, but we haven't gone through them. So yeah, we got, just bulk wheats if you want those. 1,000 of them is, how much is 1,000? $50. And I'll make sure I give you stuff I haven't picked over. Because the ones I picked over, dude, there's nothing left. Now there's $7.50 shipping. That one looks pretty good. Oh, somebody wanted 500, and I'll do 500. And that's going to be $27. It's still $7.50 shipping though, because it's well over a pound. Gee, somebody ordered 2,000. I felt sorry for the girl to mail. I gave her the thing. I wrote on it, 14 pounds, because the thing was heavy. She grabbed it like it was, oh, started raving about her bursitis. Look, if you can't pick it up, don't work for the post office. Okay. They're going to bring in heavy stuff. Where is it? Where is it? So yeah, we got that. I got, bulk. I've been doing a promo with, several different brilliant uncirculated specimens. Let's see what's in here. So they look like, well, kind of like this. They're brilliant, except it'll be wheat pennies instead of these. But geez, a lot of people have never seen a brilliant uncirculated wheat penny. Can we have one here? Or something awful close? What's this? I can't see it. No, not a wheat penny. Okay. But you know what? You know how clean and shiny the new ones are. A lot of people, all they see for wheats is these. Let's see what I've got on the table here. Good Lord. Let me try to get up. I don't have wheels on this chair. Now that's a good looking penny. People have never seen these. What? You've never seen a brilliant, uncirculated wheat penny? Where's my, I don't have another card here. Let me stretch my legs for a bit. Get a card while I'm at it. There we go. We got cards. Home. Ta-da! This one's crud. And we got one that's red and brown down there by my thumb. And they're scrumptious. Dude, you have so many of these that are easily affordable in brilliant uncirculated. What are the dates on these? That's 1955S. There you go. That's the last year they made those. Now we'll get some more up here. There. And we'll look at those under the scope. Nope, that's not it. Here. Oh, look, we got a die crack right there. First thing. So you mean you can get die varieties that are brilliant and uncirculated? Yeah. Are they worth something? Yeah. You get good money for some of these. Okay, where's the next one? There you go. That one, see the funny little, the way the light bounces around? That is progressive indirect design transfer. And you see that and you say, okay, nothing to see here. What's up here? What's this one? There's a 55S. And you got RPMs you can find on these. All right, there are double dies. And dude, you start getting older coins with double dies and the value on those things starts climbing. You might already have these coins, but it would take some learning and understanding of what to look for in order to identify them properly. Oh, it's so nice when you buy a coin, you get it for 20 bucks and you look at it and say, dude, this ain't no $20 coin. Who was it? Cheapskate was selling. I gotta get that. I gotta get a couple of times. I'll be right back. Where'd that go? There. Let me pick those up before I throw them all over the place here. Let me get this out of the way here. I'll put it on the computer. I'll put that on top of this cup. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's this thing I found. Yeah, I was going through some more Mercs, and I got this one. I was talking about that in Mantic show just a few minutes ago. That's a 1936 with a pretty massive lamination on the back. Now it's got a, oh, I should have grabbed the toothpick while I was up. Got a little mark down here, this sharp one. But the rest of this is a lamination peel. Starts at the rim, comes all the way up through EPU, takes a turn and almost peels up. Almost peels up. That's a big lamination. Okay, well, what did I get that for? You know, $1.50 or something. Okay, those are neat. This one, Cheapskate had a sale. Let me get that out onto a card, and he had a several Roosevelt dimes. Well, I needed some Roosevelt dimes, and they're brilliant. They're shiners, great shape. You can see the luster on these if I stick it under the other camera. But the other side is where it gets interesting. Would I pay a couple bucks? He was selling some stuff for a friend, so he wasn't worried. And you get this. And that's kind of neat. And you start looking at these things and I'm thinking, that's funny. And when you see something funny, that's the time to go deep. Do you see anything funny on this coin? Just, you know, just looking at it. Let me get closer. $3. There's Cheapskate. Well, I'll tell you what, after I show this off, everybody's going to show up at your show and say, what else you got? You got any more of those? Whoops. I'll go a few more. Because, I don't know, $3. Well, he's selling for a friend. Well, sometimes you don't have time to go through them. And you see something, you got to say, huh? What? I got to look at this. This is a DDR. And you can clearly make out the splits. If you look at, say, the E, you've got split serifs. There you go. No question, that's a DDR. Look at the bottom of the M on the right leg. Look at the middle part of the F. The flame is what got my attention. I said, huh, that's funny. Is that MD? And I get to looking, and I start seeing these notches. No, that ain't no DDR. Or that ain't no MD. That's a DDR, double die reverse. Okay, which one? Oops. I'm going to, wait a minute. Move these pennies back here. They're hitting the floor and like flies. Okay. So, you got books. You got more books than we used to have. This is a Cherry Picker's Guide. This is 5 and Stanton. This is volume number 2. Here's Roosevelt dimes. So you can look up, you know, look up what you see and compare it to what they got for pictures. And it's a 1963 D. Yeah. See, the flames are doubled. Everything fits. Everything's a match. And there's other places you can look it up online. And you can come up and see, dude, this is a match for the coin I have. Remember the fingerprints I talk about on the coins? This is a match. Then I get to looking at the coin and realizing, you know, it's pretty darn decent uncirculated. I give it MS63. The regular one is $3, $4, $5. MS63 on this variety. Dude. Yep. That's Monday starting at 6 o'clock over on Cheapskate Coins. He's got lots of stuff. You probably want to get in there. Okay. So looking at PCGS, there are 24 of these that have been certified. And for MS63, which is about what this one is, yeah, you're looking at about a $50 average bid. Still, that ain't nothing to sneeze about. There we go. Now, I'm not trying to make Cheapskate look bad. I'm saying there are deals you can find from people with good knowledge because you just don't have time to look at all of them. Well, he was selling it for a friend. The friend probably didn't know what it was. And there we go. So I'm keeping that. I had a holder, but maybe he's got more. You might want to get over there. Let's catch up. You can get silver dimes, $1 or $2 each, almost anywhere. Yeah, sometimes. You know, good shiny ones. I like to pick them up. Okay, shut my router's Wi-Fi off. Hope that helps my lag. Oh, let's see. What you can do also, somewhere on your screen, let's see, I'm going to go to the screen. There's a screen. You've got, if you put the mouse over that little flower, so the settings, you can reduce the video quality of the stream that you're getting. And that might help you with the lag. Home. Yeah, but I've got no drop frames here. Yep, not my dimes. I sold them for how much he said. There you go. Makes it easy. You know, keep a piece of the action. People send me coins, so I'm going to take a good sharp look at them first. And hey, man, this one, we're going to pump it up some. And then they love that too. Oh yeah, the resolution. You're only pushing 240p anyhow. Oh, sorry, man. This is the woods. I mean, how many fingers am I holding up? If you're lucky you see my stump, you'd be happy. Yep. So that's what you can get on cheapskates. Doesn't mean he's skipping it. Doesn't mean he doesn't know. Hey, he's selling for a friend. Yep, we'll just throw those up. Okay. There's good stuff out there, man. What's this one? This is shiny. Let's see what the heck this is. 1958D. Good luster. And this would be AU. Too many people. Here's one. You get so many people pull these things out and say, oh, it's BU. Look, it's brilliant and it's uncirculated. Okay, well, one, it's not really all that brilliant. It's kind of brilliant, right? It's kind of red and brown. Okay, you can have some luster. Okay, and it's uncirculated, they say. Well, is it? I'm seeing some circulation where if you look right above the ear, look at the high points. This is what you learn on these channels, is where to look, right? You look at the cheek, you look at the beard, look above his ear, look at that bow tie along the vest, and you learn. They'll teach you what to look for because they're going to point it out. This is uncirculated, and look, let's look at it right here. See how sharp this and that and the other is? And they'll show you what they got. And you learn what to hunt for, what to shop for. If you get to a point you can't find 1876 half dimes in circulation. So you start to shop for those. And you can learn what to look for. Okay, well, that's better shape. I'll put that in the keeper bucket. Digging the nose? Okay, I'll dig it out of the keeper bucket. 1944. And this is decent. I get a couple of bigger contact marks. All right. Now, these contact marks, right, on circulated grades, kind of depends on how big they are, how many they are, and what kind of shape the coin is in. The lower the grade on the coin, the more forgiving people are on contact marks like this. Right? You put contact marks like this on an a mint state, real nice shiner, man, it's not so good. You put them on a good, they don't even notice. Okay, that's acceptable. Because as these coins circulate, they take on more wear. And contact marks, there's no getting around those. You know, they carry around their pocket. All right, what you got here? This is what you're looking at for contact marks. You get them all the time. And on higher grades, that's when they start getting more important. And if the contact marks are bigger, and that one's starting to get big right over here, then they start to become significant. Little ones, well, are there a lot of them on that coin? What's that bright line? I think there's a line here. I can't quite get the focus on it. Probably scrape. Leave Frank alone. He's had a hard week. Frank loves attention. He is an attention whore, isn't he? what you got here? 1941. All right, let's pick through this. I'm going to go get a stick. And I'm going to smoke a cigarette because the kids are asleep. Let's see, here's one. That's right, the kids are asleep. All right. Let me set this up here out of the way. Okay, what you got here? This is 1941. This is pretty dull. We have a few contact marks, but somewhere above the ear, right, I can cast a shadow to help you see some of it sometimes. The top of his cheek, regular spots. This is higher XF. It's a little too heavy to call it AU, but the fields are pretty clear, right? I got a little ding right here on it. The rim is mostly sound. There's a little bit of crud down here. Mostly sound around. And you pick these things apart. All right, we got something going on here. We'll have to give that a look. This line here, it's a smudge. The wheat lines are solid. The berries are pretty well delineated. They're separate all the way up. There's a little nick right here. What was really nice and high, hence the wear. Okay. Good sharp strike is always desirable. You'd like to see all that extra detail. Now I got this line right here that got my attention. So I'm going to get in there and look at that. Did something roll across the coin, or is it a lamb? If it's a lamb, it's not a very significant one. Let's get in there and take another look. At what point do you decide it's an error, or is it a variety, or excuse me, is it damage? I think in this case it's damage. These are pockmarked and they got craters. So something rolled across that coin right along there and left a series of pits. Okay. Now, if you're shopping for the coin, you're going to spend your money. Is that going to detract enough from the coin to, you know, maybe that'll shrink the value some. In this grade, maybe a little, right? I'm not going to go overbid. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to go over the price guide if I see spots, if I see, you know, little bits of pocks, even if it's small. I'm not going to go over if I got rim dings, right? This one I probably wouldn't worry about too much for this grade. This one's probably going to be acceptable. This crud here, and that's going to get my attention. If I'm paying, you know, $1 for the coin, I'm not so worried about it. Does it move? Yeah, that kind of comes off. All right, good. I would see under it. There's the hard grime and the soft grime. That was more soft. But I like to have a clean face. I don't like to see, oh, let's see, big marks on a face. Like this one right here. So if I were buying this coin, would I be willing to pay extra because of the quality? No, I'd say this is standard quality. There's plenty of meat left on that. Now, that's a 1941. In this grade, they're a dime a dozen, baby. But there's plenty of dates where, geez, a coin like that, you get a 1909S in this kind of shape, yeah, you're going to be dropping $300, $400, $500. And that's when those little bits, that's when these little bits here on the face, that's the date on that was 1909S. What would this bit do for the value of that coin? It's going to drop it by $50. If it wasn't there, it might even bump it up by $50. Fields are nice and deep too. You're darn right. Hey, what day is it? Saturday night? There. We got Saturday night is ready to go. Yeah, I got this from my guy. That's not the real fireball. That's this. He says, dude, I got this moonshine. No, bring a bottle by or make it. No, he doesn't make it. He blends diesel fuel with grain alcohol. It's garbage, but it does the job. That's been sitting up there for 3 years now. Okay, what else we got? Oh, here's one. Where'd you go? Nope. There. What's this one? Okay. On a 1956D in this shape, you know, they're good for a nickel or 10 cents maybe if you get a whole bunch of them different dates. Here you got great shape, right? We've got some original luster, some neat toning right around the edges. Okay, it's not screwed up too bad. The rim is solid and clean and neat. The fields are clean. The fields are smooth, right? I don't want to say cleaned. I want to say, you know, okay, you got a couple of spots here that are a little bit. Now, on a key date, this would be a valuable coin, right? A key date without those below the P and L, for example. Take out that. Take out the contact mark on the T in states, and that starts to jack the price up another 50 bucks. You can run your truck on that stuff. You could, dude, you could. One of them anyway. I got one gas and one diesel. Yeah, man, you can light that up. I bet you that'll light. Hold on. There it is. Okay, let's have an experiment. Okay, I got a canning jar here. How do I might have to drop the other leg on this. There. Now I can set the camera back there with my hand. I can tighten that up. There. Got a canning jar. Okay, we got a ring. We got the, oh, that's the lid. That's the ring. Okay. We got the hooch. Woo! That's aged beautifully. And we're gonna put some hooch in the jar. Here you go. Yeah. It'll melt glass. Put the lid on. Put that on. Got a knife. There we go. We got a hole in the top. Coffee filter. Oh yeah, this will work. That's probably good enough. Okay, keep trying. Why science? Why are we nerds? Because we know stuff. What do we know? We don't know what we know, but by God, we know it. Okay, I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, I think, here. Right about there? Yeah. I'll give that a little, I can push that a little more in, be okay. I'm going to take off some of this top because I don't need that much. See it wick? Nope, needs to wick a little more, I think. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wet the bed tonight. Oh, there, that's out. Does it burn? Coffee filters burn. No matter. When you wick, it's the material that's wicking that is burning. Wow, that's pretty strong stuff. No, this stuff is crap. Not only does it taste foul, it's lower in alcohol. So it's not maintaining combustion. Well, it's been in that cabinet for a while. Maybe it just evaporated. Need more porous wick. A coffee filter should be porous enough. No, I think the booze is just wanted off. Well, it did the job when it was time, but I think it has passed its time. Yep, that's ready. Huh. Huh. All right. Okay, the moonshine failed. Whoa! That's instant heartburn right there. Oh God, that stuff's poison. All right, let's leave that wick over there and cut a new wick for this one. Wow, that's powerful stuff right there, huh? All right. Yeah, that started to come out the top real good. And survey says the wick burn off. Whoa, it's gonna blow. Jesus. Okay, that one. It consumed all the oxygen in there as it traveled down. Okay, maybe now it's ready to light. It may have consumed all the alcohol as it traveled down. Okay, I have too big a container here, and you're not getting all the rest of my jack. I'll finish that up someday. This, I think, is finished off. It's got things growing in it. Yeah, it's probably time to get rid of that one. All right. Yeah, we'll just clean this up here real quick. Oh God. You gotta wash that down a little. There. Now we get back to cursing and stuff. A little less distraction. Let me catch up on the chat because I've been distracted. Blue flame, straight down. Yeah, taste it. Oh, the Jack is good. I use that in a diner for some pork chops. Mix it in the maple syrup. Delicious. The alcohol burns off. It would work better if you use a string covered in wax. Well, then that's the wax is burning rather than string. But I've done this. I did make them with vegetable oil. Little lamps. They stink up the house, but they work. Let's see. Here's a scope. There it is. 56D. Another one. But we're learning so much. Everybody has something to teach. That's kind of the point of the coin seminar weekend. You get a whole bunch of people all at once, all of them doing their thing, and you get to see the difference in how they present the material that they're talking about. What's going on with his head? That may be a die crack or a crash. I'll put that, look at it later. Bucket. Science class. Oh, we can science the hell out of this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to get some flame and some copper and some zinc and show you what happens. You can melt the penny guts and leave the outside intact. 1941 looks pretty good. Only the lightest bit of wood grain, not enough to make it awesome. 1950 with damage. That's French for damage. Oops. What's this one? This one's interesting in that somebody cleaned it with a wire brush. Do not clean your coins. No, really. No, bad. People over there taking a wire brush saying, look, I made a woody. You're an idiot. That one's gone. You can make woodies with a wire brush. No, no. It turns those pennies to be you. Ow, oops. Dropped my smoke on my foot. What you got here? 41. Grungy. Scraped. That goes in the crud pile. That goes in the crud pile. That'll go in the crud pile. Here's another one. That one. And some are okay. You get a little bit of everything in these bags. It takes weeks to go through these sacks. Seriously, I mean, you can pick through them in 3-4 hours, right? You can pick out the better dates, better grades. But the money, they get these wheat pennies out of the penny rolls when they go coin roll hunting. Yeah, that's good. You got 50 cents worth of wheat pennies. The good money is in the die varieties. What you got there? Is that a chip? The good money's in those double dies. I don't know what that is. I'll put that in the check it later bucket. Hey, that's a 55 DD. Could be. Clash, I got something for you. Clash, I'm going to ask you. Right beside my head is an email address. It's my shipping address. All right. I'll be right back. I'm at this table. I got to go over to that table. Okay, let me move this back. Find my mouse. Okay, now Clash, he does coin roll hunting. Right? He sometimes goes through for die varieties too, and he plays guitar. So you get your Clash guitar pick. And he says, "You gotta get me a guitar pick." So I got a PV guitar pick to send you, Clash. That's the whole reason I got these. They've been on my desk for a couple of weeks. It took a month for the first company to say, "Oh, we're still on back order on that." The hell's wrong with you? To hell with it. I'll try somebody else. So I did, and they sent them. I still had to get a small pen to sign the back for that. There you go. There's Clash's pick. You can't get these anymore. The only way to get them is from Clash. There we go. Everybody else has T-shirts. Come on, get yourself a guitar pick. So there we're getting a group of collector video channel guitar picks going. So I gotta send you that one. I got a purple one and a blue one. Kind of neat. There it is. And you can get them slabbed. You're real slick. Get your guitar pick. He's got a new one. What is it, black or something with different colors on it? Awesome. Haha, yeah, I have a PV pick too around here. Well, this is a real one because it'll be signed by PV instead of just sold by PV company. It's a different thing altogether. Used to play through PV equipment back in the day. Yeah, they make noise and stuff. Well, there it is. So send me your shipping address so I can get that out to you. Mind you, I've still got to buy a pen to write on it with because they don't do nothing. There we go. Gosh, 1:44. I've been on for 2 hours. I'm starting to dry up over here. I need some coffee. Might be the booze. I need to smoke an entire cigarette and get my caffeine level back up. The parametric EQ was the shiz. Nope, no idea what that means. Slabbed. Yeah, you can get those things slabbed. You say Clash guitar pick, MS70, Proof 70, K70, KL70. And that's the ideal is the KL70. If you can get that. It may work. Yeah, but you can only get these from Clash Guitar TV or from Clash Guitars. There you go. And he's going to get the first two. I have sent one out in the big show, but it wasn't signed. Sand number one. That's right. There. We've been going through these pennies for a while, talking. Look at this, 5,000 freaking. What's this one? I got to find. I'm looking at the screen. That one. That one looks neat. What's that? Ooh, what is that? That's rubbish. Oh, that's a shame. It's been beat on so much, it's like fresh again. Alrighty. But everybody's got a different channel, right? Clash goes through, dude, he goes through computer parts and recycles them and gets the gold out. He goes through the cracks in the sidewalk. He goes down to the riverbed and digs up dirt, right? Real neat stuff. There's an adventure. You might want to check his channel out too. In the early 90s, the PV Starza was the best bass guitar in the market. We got the same name. Crying shame. Playing in the dirt for a movie. Good luck. I will go through coins for food. We'll coin for food. That's what the sign says. We'll work for bacon. Yeah, there's plenty of good stuff going on. It's not just the coins. A lot of people do side hobbies. You get a lot of overlap with the metal detectorists, the gold panners, the silver stackers. They don't care about the coin. As long as it's silver, they're happy. It's silver, good. Put it in the pile. Well, one day they're going to have a whole lot of silver. There's nothing wrong with that. What's this one? Looks kind of strange. Nothing. Okay, that one's nothing. And this one goes in the better bucket. Yeah, everybody's got their thing. But a lot of people have several things. Me, I like to cook. Mostly bacon. Right? People do coins and they go to flea markets. People do coins and metal detect. So it's always an extension of what's going on in these channels. PB Home Office is here in South Mississippi. Yes, it is, but you're in North Mississippi. So it's there in South Mississippi. I'm going to try to get in cozy with the new owner of the jewelry coin shop here, see if they'll let me dig in the sidewalk. Just wait till they're closed. You don't have to ask. It's public. Just dig it out. Got my pan and my snuffer. There you go. Antique shops have stuff. Yeah. Victor Cruz was doing flea market coin hunters. Now, he hasn't made any new videos in a while. Kind of wondering where he is. But yeah, he goes to flea markets and finds stuff. Yeah, do coins while listening to music, says Cheapskate. Sure. Crevice tool. Yeah. Where's this whole thing going to be in another couple of years? You know, 2 years ago, there were 4 big coin channels that were really making a showing. And now we got dozens of them popping up. Geez, we got this Coin Weekend seminar we're doing every 3 months now. Brings lots of exposure, especially to newer, smaller channels. And that had tremendous impact last time we did it. Wonderful results. Crevasse? Or coins while watching Ken. There you go. And now we're going through quarters. I went through Mercury dimes earlier. I was pretty psyched about that. Oh, good. I got more. What do I do with these now? Well, Sydney cleaned me out the last batch. Here's a 45. See anything? No, that's a little bit screwed. No, nothing there. And you learn just by hanging around, watching, listening, because every now and then I'll, me or somebody else will say something, and you say, "What? Huh?" Grabs your attention, picks you up, and sometimes you get this flow of information right after it for a little while. I'm on it, Ken. Thanks, Joe. 30 minutes from here called Antique World. Yep, during the summer they don't pay rent, they use the parking lot. Not enough folks to do quarters live. I find a lot of people watch this show after I'm live. I missed them by, half an hour or an hour, and they grab it up shortly thereafter. Here you go. You can tell what this one is. And I get shows they'll watch, over the course of the rest of the week. Sometimes they didn't see the whole thing, they wanted to, or whatever. I got people that'll watch these longer, couple 3-hour shows while they're working or something. So just because there's not too many people on, we got 30 people watching right now. If it's prime time, I've had 100 people watching. Kind of neat. Well, they'll catch up with it later. Here you got some wood grain. The wood grain coloring is kind of light, as you can see. What's the back look like? Also, again, kind of light as far as the grain goes. But see the way the camera picks up these parallel lines across this whole darn thing? Let's get in there and take a closer look at that. And you're going to find those are a laminated planchet. But they are very, very small laminations. But the whole thing is just lousy with them, covered with it. Okay, does that add value? Not really, but they're neat. When you have this many lines all across your coin, all these little pock marks, that's not damage. These are laminations. Does it reduce value? To some people, maybe they don't want that sort of thing. Big and Bama says 20 hours later, you're still cleaning off your desk. I've moved to the other table now. The desk is way over there. Let's see. The desk is over there. I got the CF. Whoops. Huh. Okay, there. The CFA shirt, that's the chair I'm usually sitting in. Here's where I got to finish painting. There you go. So I'm over here. What the heck is going on with this thing? There. Oh, let me put this leg up. Good. Okay, there we go. Rotocam. Yeah. It's tough, man, all the way around. I'll have some good toys, good equipment one day. For now, yeah, this gets me home. Hopefully nobody in this stream is prone to motion sickness. Breathe into a brown paper bag. You should be good. Look, I'm wearing out. I got a heck of a mess to sort with. When I get to doing probably some dinner over here, I need to finish painting that wall next. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna take off here. We had a lot of fun. Been 2 hours into it. I get worn out after a couple of hours. What's with the spider? Oh man, everybody's here. Bill Betts is showing up. All right. Look, guys, I want you to stay groovy. Somebody probably go on next. I mean, there's 30 people watching the TV right now. Okay. Look, if you want some of these pennies, they're what are they? $50 for 1,000 of them. We didn't look at 200 of them tonight. Right? There's a little pile there, a little pile over here, and I got a few in the cup. So if you want some, let me know, because there's no way I'm going to get through these, in a couple of weeks. But we can have fun with them. 1941. What you got here? A little bit of everything. 1958. They're 40s and 50s, but every now and then you can find some neat stuff. It's the dye varieties where they're not inspected for. Stay groovy. Cindy, you stay groovy. Get a hold of me with your email address for those Mercuries. I got them over there. And we'll go from there. Guys, I'm going to take off. You stay groovy. Where's the button I press?